Hi, this is a video tutorial on 6.6a1. We're going to be solving some proportions here. So, Theo wants to use a cookie recipe that makes 36 cookies, but he wants to reduce that number to 24. The recipe specifies using 2 cups of sugar. How much sugar should he use? Let's think about this. Little box going here, it's a proportional question. So, let's go with cookies and sugar. Okay, so he wants 36 cookies, is what the recipe calls for. And the recipe calls for 2 cups of sugar. So we want to know how much it'll be if he wants to make 24 cookies. We're going to multiply diagonally, and then we're going to divide. So we're going to take 24 times 2, which is 48. We're going to divide that by 36. We're going to get 1.3 repeating. Now we have to think about what this means. Yes, you could put 1.33 repeating cups if you want. But 0.33333, that's really just saying 1 1/3 cups. This is a more accurate answer. 1 1/3 cups. Okay. Let's take a look. Let's go down to Rita. Rita traveled 1,250 miles in the first 3 days of her trip. At this rate, how long will it take her to go 1,875 miles? Okay, so she did, these will be days. Here are miles. Get her little box set up. So she traveled 3 days. She did 1,250 miles. What are you, biking? Sorry, that was sassy. How long will it take you to do 1,875 miles? Just make sure I got my numbers right here. 1875, 1250. Check my columns, days. What we're looking for is right down here. So we're going to multiply diagonally. Then we're going to divide. So let's do that. Let's take 3 times 1875. And we are going to divide that by 1250. At 4.5. 4.5 days. I should put down sugar here too. Sorry about that. Like our labels on these. It'll take her 4.5 days. And let's ping pong over here to the side here. Kids tend to struggle with this question here. I like it though. An architect wants to build a model of a 220-foot tall building he is designing. The model is 25 inches tall and 10 inches wide. How wide is the actual building? Okay, let's think about this. Okay, so we'll talk about basically how tall and how wide things are here. So there's a ratio. The building is 220 feet tall, and we're trying to figure out how wide it's going to be. How wide is the actual building? But the model is 25 inches tall, 25 inches, and it's 10 inches wide. So in this case, even though our labels aren't the same, we're saying this: 220 is to some measure the same way that 25 is to 10. So we can multiply and then divide, or we can multiply and then divide, doesn't really matter. But basically when you multiply 220 by 10, you can just add a 0. You get 2020, and then we are going to divide that number by 25. Oops. Gotta redo that. 220 times 10. And we'll divide that by 25. Get 88. See if this makes sense. Okay, 220 feet is to 88 feet, like 25 is to 10 inches. 25 inches, 10 inches. Yes, that makes sense. All right, there we go. Thanks for listening.